Hi everyone, it's Gail, and I am going to start my project with the Blue Fern Studios collection Lucky Star today. So I'm excited. I'm nervous because I'm going to try something a little different. And I'm not sure it's going to work, but we're going to give it a whirl anyway. So first, let me say hi and hugs to Meryl, Rachel, Sarah, Sherry, and Grace and Old Paper. Isn't that a great name for a channel, Grace and Old Paper? So thank you all so much for watching and for your comments. Okie dokie. This will be interesting. So you might remember this journal that my friend Brenda made, and I actually did a Christmas one like this, and I also did one that was kind of florals and stuff like that. So basically what it is a file folder, right? File folder, you can see that. A file folder cover. Then on the inside, there's another file folder that kind of covers the signature, and then it's a pocket on this side, right? And then it's got this flippy-do that's another file folder. So 3 file folders to make this. And what I got to thinking was the Blue Fern paper is nearly as thick or perhaps a bit thicker than a file folder. So I'm going to try and make this journal without a file folder, but using the scrapbooking paper as if it were a file folder, if that makes sense. So that's my idea. We'll see how it works. I have a file folder here, actually just a piece of a file folder, but I just kind of wanted to measure it and see how big it is. So it is 9. It's 9 by about 11 and a half. So I'm going to go 9 by 12 because, that's what I do. And we'll see how that works. So first off, I want to pick my papers that I'm going to sew together 2 of to make the cover. So I have to keep in mind that I'm going to have this kind of covering it up, right? So let's look through and see if something strikes us. This could be neat for the inside for this. And see, the difference too is going to be I won't be doing the whole thing of covering the file folder with papers. I'll just have pretty papers to begin with. So I'm kind of feeling this for the inside. It makes me sad not to be able to see this, but that's okay. That's the hard thing with the double-sided paper. This is a possibility. Oh, do I want the busyness? That could be kind of fun, couldn't it? For the outside. That's a definite maybe. This is really pretty too, but how much of it? We'd get this much of it on the front. That could be good too. Don't want to do that. I'd have to cut off too much. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to have other opportunities on the inside. Let's see. How far would that go? Almost would get all the lamp. Gosh, that's so pretty. I think I want that on the inside of the signature. Okay, so for me, it's between, as far as the outside cover goes, this one and this one. I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go purple. I'm so out of my comfort zone with these colors, but I think it's going to be so much fun and so gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to set those behind me for a second. Let's prepare these. So there's going to be some sewing with this journal, definitely, because I'm going to have to make these into a file folder, you know. And you could glue them too, but I'll sew. Okay. Just get the stripey off. Look at how pretty the stripey is. The branding strip. I've got my little bucket over there. I'll show you that in a second. Once I get these cut. Just get that off of there. And then this is going to go 9 this way. And it'll just stay at the 12 where it is. So 9 is right there. So it's going to cut off the flowers for the most part. But that's okay. We'll use those in a different area. Okay. So that's a big sigh. I'm just like, I'm so nervous. Okay, 9. All right. Oh gosh, this is gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what I wanted to show you. This is usually living in a drawer over here. It's a bunch of purple stuff. It's purple laces, it's purple papers, it's napkins. It's from when I was doing the lilac journal, if you remember. Lavender. It was a Prima paper. And so anyway, I pulled those out. And I've got my little basket that has the stamps and all the stuff. But I'm also going to throw my scraps in there so that I have scraps to look at. Okay, but I need to set these aside. I've got quite a mess because I have my Patreon project behind me as well. Oh, goodness. Okay. Irons in the fire this girl has. Okay, so we want these to go back to back like this. So then my thought is to just sew around it. And I mean, it's not going to have the like the tab things of the file folder, but that's okay with me. I just kind of want to do this. Okay, so let's sew around that. Get that done. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? It might be a good idea prior to sewing this. I'm actually going to score it in the middle at 6 inches just so that when I go to fold it, it's more cooperative. So I'm going to score it at 6. And then I'm going to score this one at 6. Okay. I think that's a good idea, just to have it so that it folds straight and everything. Okay, now I'm going to sew this on 3 sides. I've got white thread in here. What do you think of that? I mean, there is white to these. I'm going to stay with it. I'm just going to do the white thread and see how we do here. So I'm going to start at the top corner here, and I am going to do a back stitch so that it's strong right there. And I'm going to go nearly the width of my presser foot, not quite, because I can adjust whatever tag goes in here, right? Well, I'm not totally straight. I'm close. Oh boy. Okay, I'll just trim it, I guess. Okay. The first bit has been accomplished, I think. Okay, so I'll scooch this over. We're going to need it in a minute. I probably normally would have done both pages. I needed to cut and sew at the same time, but as I say, this is an experiment, so yeah, I was a little crooked on that, but that's okay. I don't think that matters. I'm going to just give that a fold. Get the bone folder. Okay. That is definitely as thick as a file folder. Okay. So now let's do the inside, the cover of the signature. Let's do that now because I want to make sure that I get the papers that I want for those particular pieces. Now the yeah, okay. So set this aside. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'm real tickled so far. Okay, let's see. Paper. We need paper. Not that. That's, again, a possibility. I don't know. This, I said I wanted on the inside, right? Oh my gosh, look at that purple. Okay, so that, and then we need another one. Not that one. Could maybe do the bird. So maybe. Actually, I think I might do this one because I want to put pockets. And this way I won't be covering up something. So I'm going to do this one. The light, I would have to cut off the light. Could do this one because I don't love those. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll do these two. Yeah, because on the other ones, I would, down low on them, I would be covering up an image that I don't want to cover up. So let's get those out. Now these, we are going to cut at, let's do 8.5 this way and I guess she had those the same. I'm going to go 8.5 and 11.5 is what I'm going to go for the inside pages. Now, which one would I like on the outside? Probably that one, don't you think? Yep. Okay, so this will be the outside. This will be the inside. Alrighty then, let's do this thing. Once again, getting the branding strip off first. Oops. Okay. That can go in my little basket. And then we want to go 8.5, right? This way. 8.5. We have this lovely piece to play with. Okay, 8.5. And so let's see, this is going to be this way. So this will be the back. I think I'll take the 1/2 inch off the back, which is right about there. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's cut the other one. This one. So basically today, I think we'll get the base of this done. I don't know that we'll get any decorating done, but you never know. We might be speedy like that. Okay, so then this one, this is gonna be the bottom, 8.5. Look at that lovely scrap with the butterfly on it. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off this side, not the flowers. Even though it's going to be the front. Okay. So let's score these once again. So we've got 11.5. So 5 3/4. I think. 11.5, 5 3/4. It looks pretty good. Right? 11 3/4. Yeah, okay. 5 3/4. Is that right? 5.5. Yeah, okay. You know, math isn't my strong suit. Okay, and 5 3/4. Okay, those are scored. Now we need to sew these. Oops. Now we need to sew these, but we sew them a bit differently. The inside of the signature is going to be a pocket here and a pocket here. So we're just going to sew across the long edges. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Nope, that's not right. That's the short edge, Gail. Easy peasy. And once again, I'm going to back stitch a bit. You could do a little decorative stitch too. I'm just straight stitching. I think I want the paper to be the star, you know. Ha! No pun intended. Lucky star, you know. Oops, I'm running into things back there. Okay, there's one. I'll find my scissors. They're kind of hiding. Okay, and now we'll do the other long side, and then that should be that for the sewing, I think. Gosh, I was just thinking as I was sewing that, I learned how to sew in middle school from my home ec teacher, and then my mom kind of took off, you know, where the teacher left off. My mom taught me the rest, but I was 14, so I've been sewing for 50 years. How about that? Wow. You'd think I'd be better at it. Oh dear. Okay, so there's that. Now, what I'm debating is, do I want, yes I do. So what Brenda did was she did both sides with a little clip, which is a good idea because then you know it's a pocket from either side. So I think I'll do that. Where's my clippy? Oh, it's behind me because I was using it for the other project. So, okay, I am just, I'll just eyeball the middle kind of ish. That's thick. That is thick, all right. Oh gosh, I'm so excited about this. If it's gonna work. Okay. So that is going to be our cover of our signature on the inside. So once we do the signature, it's going to go in like this, and see, since we went ahead and did 8.5, it fits in there nicely in that 9. Oh gosh, isn't it pretty? Yay. I did it upside down. Okay. Oh, that's okay. We can do this. I did like those flowers on the front, but oh well, they're going to be on the back. That's very pretty. Okay. Well, crisis averted. Oh my Lord. As my friend would say, Lordy Pete. Lordy Pete, Gail. Okay. So now we have the outside flappy bit. So let's think about this. So basically what this is a file folder folded in force, right? So for one thing, I think I only want one thickness of paper because otherwise this is going to be like super thick. I think too thick. But that would, if we only did one, it would give us less pockets. It would only give us a pocket there, a pocket there, a pocket there. And so we'd be missing, like this pocket is in the file folder. Do you see what I'm saying? So what if I backed the file folder with a lighter cardstock, and then it would still have the pockets, but it wouldn't be so thick? Okay, let's look at our papers again. So let's see, on this one, this right here is going to be like the front of this will be right here. So that's what we want to keep in mind, which, how cute is that? I've already kind of got that, but and there's that, and you know, we might want to have it be fairly plain because we'll want to decorate it, you know. And I've got, you know, chipboard and things like that to decorate it with. So that's another thought. I do love this blue. What's on the back? Oh yeah. It might be better to do one of the backgrounds as I think through this, because stuff's going to be upside down otherwise. Right? Ooh. Oh, it's this side that would be on the... I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think that'd be super pretty on there. Plus, I can decorate it without, you know, covering up something. Okay, so how do we do this now? I am going to cut off the branding strip. This is kind of like an ink and think. It's like cut off the branding strip and think. And then this is going to need to be 9 by 12 again. So can I... Yeah, so I am going to cut this off so that it is, so we can save that like for ephemera or something. What am I doing? Let's see, 9 is what I'm doing. 9, okay. Cut off the bottom of the sun's rays, but yes, that's okay. Okay, 9. Yes, okay, so then trying to think what I have that would be sturdy but yet thinner. How about some straw paper? The only reason I want to have something on the back is just so, see, we can't, okay, I'm going to have to just put that like, okay, this is going to be the top. So this is going to be on upside down in the inside. It doesn't matter, I don't think, if this is, well, I could split the difference and put it kind of right there, couldn't I? Okay, okay, we're going for this, people. We're doing it. Worst case scenario, I ruin a piece of paper and you have to see me cry. Okay, so 12. Yeah, 12. Okay. All right. This part's making me sweat. I knew this was going to be a little nerve-wracking. So far, we're doing good, though. So, let's see. if I want this like a file folder, I only want to do, or do I want to? I think I want to do 3 sides. So 3 sides. Is that correct? Help me, guys. Is that correct? I think it is. I don't know. We're going to try it. This doesn't matter if it's one way or the other, so that's happy. Oh, gosh. Let's see how we do. I'm going to move this so that I have room to sew. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I turned it off. Sorry. I'm going to back stitch a little bit. So funny, this paper is slick, so it really doesn't want to feed it through very much. Okay. Just having to give it a slight bit of help. All right. Go. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll see how we do. See how we do. All right, let's get the sewing machine back out of the way again. Now I think we're done sewing. Now I think we're done. Okay. Okay. Stitching's not great because this is, I should have done it on the other way, but I was trying to match that up. I don't know. This part's going to be tough. Okay, so I think I fold. Why is this? Maybe I go this way. Oh, sugar jets. I do. I go this way. Oh, well, we're going to have side pockets. Oh, well, let's roll with it. Maybe I should score this and make it a little easier. This is 11, right? No, this is 12, so that's easy. 6. Okay, 6 and then 4.5, right? This way. Okay. Well, we'll see how this all ends up. Just making my brain hurt. Okay. Okay. And then this way. Oh, it's thick. You know what? I am going to take this off of here. We're flying by the seat of our pants here, people. Sometimes you just have to adjust. And don't mind the stitching. Don't actually mind that being there because unless it's going to come out, which it is. So sorry, brief delay as I redo this. It's just too thick. So we'll have less pockets in the front, but you know, we could add one here or there on the actual pages. Goodness, these are going to be hard to get out because I didn't quite rip them right. Some of this might not matter because it'll be on the inside of a pocket, but I'll know what's there and it will bug me. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see how that does. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, once again, I screwed up. Okay, so actually, before I sewed this, I should have had the hinge for this in between here. But since I didn't, we're just going to go with it, and I'm going to put a hinge. I'll put a hinge on there that will that will work, I think. Okay. All right. So a hinge goes on there. So that's what I should have done, guys, is I should have had the hinge on this and then put the hinge inside of here and then sewed it, and then it wouldn't have showed. But since we didn't do that, we could do a pretty piece that we have left like this and hinge that like that. So I think that's what I'll do. Whoopsie. Lots of mistakes on this one, but you know, we're figuring it out a little by little. Okay, straw paper goes into the collage. And I'm going to use my cutter on this so it's straight. Details, details. It's been a little while since I made one of these. I totally forgot about the whole hinge thing. Whoops. Oh well. We're figuring it out. And this will be pretty right along there. So that's okay. I think I might round the corners on the top. Okay. And I am not going to worry about distressing this because it's so dark. I mean, you could distress it with black, I guess, and maybe I'll do a little of that, but I don't know. I don't know how much. Okay, well, let's try and figure this out. Okay, this is 3 inches approximately. So we are going to do 1.5. That's going to be our hinge. So So it's going to be a bit thicker, but I'll be tying this journal closed with seam binding or something anyways. So then I think I'll put that there and then attach this, or attach this first. Maybe I'll attach this first. Okay, get out the art glitter. I'll be relieved when we get to the decorating part. I just wasn't sure how this was going to work, or even if it would. So we're actually doing pretty good considering. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this on here. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Gosh, this is hard. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. It's on there. Okay. Now we'll put it on the cover. Okay, and then I'm going to go like this. Okay. All right. It worked. Yes. Okay, so we're just, oh, we are going to have pockets at the top, but we won't have a pocket that's attached to this that it can, so I'm going to have to think about that. Oh, I guess that was how this was too. Could get it all the way in and out. Okay, well, we'll just see. We'll see what we're going to do with this. Okay, the cover's done. Okay, let's see what we think with a little black distressing. Let's just see what we think. Basically can't see it on here. Maybe down here we'll be able to see it. Yeah, you can barely see it. I don't even know if it's worth doing really, but we'll know it's distressed. We'll know it's got a little edge to it. It'll show on this paper. Okay. The purple. I think it'll show down the spine. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. It's just that there's some places it won't show, I guess. Okay, like I don't think it's going to show on this, really. Of course, there's a little white or light coming through there. So we'll do that. Maybe it will show on this blue a little bit. So I think we'll have enough time that I can kind of mess around a little bit with trying to decide what we're going to put on this. Let's see. I'd like to do some of the chipboard or something. Let's see, all those are stamps. This is the chipboard. That's too big, which I kind of knew would be the case. Oh, these are so cool. Oh, and they're just the right size. I think I want to do this one. These are the Destiny's panels. Ooh, that would be pretty, wouldn't it? And then I want to emboss it. So, I mean, black would work, but that's a little dark. I wonder if I have a purple embossing. I don't know. We'll figure out something. Purple or gold if we don't have purple. I noticed, I don't think it'll fit, but let me just see. It's this little lock. That's cool. What do you think of that? Almost looks like the door into your journal. I want to cover up this stitching too. What would this look like if I just put this lace here? This would be on top of it, but I don't care about that necessarily. Yeah, I like that better. That stitching is just kind of awful. Okay. What if we did that? And then, where are the charms? Right here. And then I was thinking, what if we put a key up here? This is Unlock Your Dreams. That's what this is called. Do a fairly flat one. I'm just wondering size-wise. Oh, I like the dream one. We'll be just kind of lay this out and figure it out. That's a good size right there, isn't it? I want to try this big one too, though. I guess this way. Or this way. Maybe right there. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So that's figured out. Except that we have to figure out and do our embossing, which will be okay. But we could put on this. How am I going to glue on that key? Wonder if I need to do my hot glue gun. Kind of what I'm thinking. Goodness, I've got all sorts of stuff out, don't I? Yeah. Just kind of thinking about that. But, I mean, obviously there's a way because People put these things on all the time. Okay, so I need glue, a lot of glue right there. And maybe at the end. I want it going down. Okay, well, that'll be interesting. For now, let's get the lace on. And I think we might want some on the inside as well. Because this was a bit of a disaster doing the flat, but we sort of got there, didn't we? Gosh, why aren't you sticking? Maybe on the inside I want it to go down this way, I think. And the upper can just be what it is. The underside of my sewing is not particularly neat from my sewing machine. It's probably a tension thing, but even though I've been sewing for 50 years, I'm not that good at finding those kinds of things at all. So, oh goodness, don't go crooked on me. Okay. Okay, and then maybe on this side too. I'm actually really kind of happy with that. I think that's kind of pretty. And, you know, we'll probably put some sort of, I don't know if I'll put a pocket there or if it'll be more of a tuck over in this area. Okay. I'm going to leave a little blue showing on the edge on this one because the stitching is further over. Okay. All right, so we fixed that up a bit. So, gosh, do I even know where I don't even know where my hot glue gun is. Oh, there it is. I don't use it a lot, to be honest. It's not my go-to thing. I don't have it on my desk or anything. Okay. So we can put something here and something here. I actually think I'll put a journal card in maybe, and then I also want a tag to stick up a little bit. So we'll work on that. We need to figure out what we want in the signature as well. And in these, I didn't do a ton of decorating in the signature on the pages. I decorated, you know, these obviously, the insides here and insides here. And then the pages were pretty much just for writing. So, but I think we did it. I'm super excited about the cover. That's going to be cool, I think. Like that. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go for today. But, you know, we went out on a limb and it didn't break. So yay. I think we're in good shape. So everybody have a grateful day, and we will just see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.